I can't believe we did it again. We bombed Iran. Can y'all hear me good? We bombed Iran unprovoked. Woke up this morning and first thing you see when you got on the news is Israel and the United States bombs Iran, strikes Iran. We struck Iran unprovoked. We bombed their nuclear facilities 8 months ago. And now here we are, guys. We're not even bombing nuclear facilities now. We're just bombing random targets. I want y'all to take a look at this. Apparently, and this is already being verified, apparently, we're not even striking actual military targets. Look at this. This is strength. This is strength through peace. This is strength through peace for you guys. Fuck all this talk about America being the #1 country in the world. All this talk about our country being the most powerful, being the most influential. That has been officially ruled horseshit. Israel is the most powerful country in the world. Because Israel got America again to bomb Iran unprovoked. This is a straight up war now, guys. This ain't even just a targeted strike. This is just straight up all out war. We are again in a war in the Middle East, and there's not going to be any end in sight. And you know who I blame the most? I blame you fucking MAGA hatters. I blame all you fucking Trump supporters. I just got to get this off my chest. Fuck every last one of you Trump supporters. I have tried to understand and have a good try to have good conversations and try to have good dialogue with you guys about the things you support, about the things you don't support. But honestly, fuck every last one of you, because you're the reason we're here. You're the reason we're in this shit show right now. Because when Trump in his first term pulled us out of the Iranian nuclear agreement, trying to escalate a conflict with Iran, you know what all you Trump supporters did in 2024? You said, let's run that back. You know what? I don't think Trump escalated that enough. When Trump was doing all of this shit in his first term, all of y'all made fucking excuses. And yet, here we go again. Remember MAGA? He was the anti-war candidate. No new wars. What the fuck happened to that, MAGA? No new wars. That's on y'all. That ain't on Trump, because Trump's a certified liar. We already know he lies about everything. But you bought into it anyway. You said, nah, Trump's telling the truth. Trump's our guy. Only Trump can make sure we don't get into endless wars. Well, ever since this dude has been in office, Nigeria, Yemen, Iran, Colombia, Venezuela, and I'm sure I already forgot about some other places he done bombed. And now, again, we are going into a full all-out war with Iran. The 20 years, that whole generation of us in Iraq and Afghanistan, y'all Americans, y'all MAGA, you ain't learned shit from that. As a matter of fact, I remember correctly, a lot of y'all was mad that we ended those conflicts. Because let's be clear, a lot of you Americans love banging on the drums of war as well. Y'all love threatening fucking countries for no reason other than you can. Well, here we are. We are in another Middle Eastern conflict, right? Let's check this out real quick. Oh my God, I'm so heated right now. Like this is insane. Right? The US and Israel launched strikes on Iran after what Israeli military said was months of close and joint planning. So even after we bombed their facility last summer, we was like, nah, we're gonna keep this going. Let's keep this going. The US is planning for several days of attacks. Sources tell CNN. Trump calls for regime change. President Donald Trump described the U.S. military campaign as massive and ongoing, warned American lives may be lost, and called on Iranians to take over your government. Holy shit. American lives will be lost. And I want to tell all of y'all from the bottom of my heart, I hope every life lost is MAGA. Because my lefty ass didn't vote for this bullshit. You did. My leftist ass didn't vote for the guy who was found liable for sexual assault in 2024. Your punk ass did, MAGA. My ass didn't vote for somebody who's been trying to escalate war with Iran since 2017. Your punk ass did, MAGA. I didn't vote for the guy who's been all up and down the Epstein files, right? The guy who, Epstein, who died 2019, arrested and died under Donald Trump's watch. You did, MAGA. You know what's crazy? All of us leftist, progressive, liberals, however it is you want to describe it, as a collective, we stayed home because of what Israel and the United States was doing to Gaza. You know what you guys did, MAGA? You went to the voting booth and you voted for it because you wanted it to happen more. You wanted this to escalate more. Well, you got what you want. You all got everything you want. Like, this is insane. Let's continue reading. Israel strikes targeted senior Iranian figures. Two Israeli sources familiar with the operation told CNN. Satellite imagery showed black smoke rising from the compound of Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. I probably butchered that name all the hell. I'm sorry. Damage seen in the images appeared to show several buildings in the compounds were hit by strikes. Iranian state media reports at least 57 students were killed in a strike that hits a girls' school in southern Iran. CNN is unable to independently verify the reports and has reached out to U.S. and Israel for comment. By the way, just to show you guys, even if you go over here, when y'all go to the globalized news and y'all go click, Grok already verified that. Unfortunately, guys, that's old news. It's already been verified. We done killed a whole bunch of kids. Are you happy, MAGA? We are so threatened by Iran's nuclear potential, their military potential, that we killed a bunch of fucking kids. What a way to start off a war. War crimes. Straight up war crimes. Because let me guess, man, them kids, those little girls, right, MAGA, they're just going to be terrorists. They're going to be coming over here, becoming sleeper cells, right? I can't believe I woke up to this bullshit, bruh. I can't believe it, bro. Like, every MAGA hatter who has ever told me thank you for your service, that didn't mean a fucking thing. That shit is just lip service, because now there's going to be a bunch of soldiers just like me involved in an illegal war that's going to have a whole bunch of mental health problems for no reason. We are going to have a whole bunch of lives lost, and it's in vain. It's all going to be in vain. Never mind the soldiers who are going to lose their lives. All the civilian casualties, all the bloodlines that are about to be wiped out because, collateral damage. We killed a whole bunch of children, dog. We killed a whole bunch of children, and this is on the head of all you pro-life MAGA hatters. Fuck every last one of you bootlicking pieces of shit. Because let's be clear, if we ran the 2024 election back again, you vote for this clown again. Y'all, dude, MAGA, you guys are incapable of learning anything. Every hard lesson that comes our way, y'all gotta double down on it. Nah, F that. We ain't go far enough. Is this what you got what you want, MAGA? We are completely isolated from our allies. I don't even know if you could say we got allies anymore. Like, think about it. Which one of our European allies is going to help us out in this like they did in Iraq? Y'all remember all of our allies rode with us in Afghanistan and even Iraq. They rode with us. You think they're going to ride with us right now? Over this bullshit? Oh, that's right. Of course, they're not going to ride with us because Trump already pissed all our allies off with that dumbass trade war he started. So, of course, who's going to want to have our back now? I wonder how long MAGA thinks this war is going to last. Unfortunately, I have to now call out some of my own family and friends who've been up in my Facebook comment section talking about, hey, man, these guys are inferior countries. These wars are going to be freaking quick. Mm-hmm. Friends and family, are you guys going to go ahead and ensure that that's a quick war? Some of my uncles, yeah, I'm going to call y'all out. Some of my uncles, y'all plan on going over there and make sure it's quick? We already know the answer to that. But watch y'all be all up in the fucking social media cheerleading this shit on anyway. And for what? And for what? A country, Iran, let's be clear, guys. Every one of you know, somehow, Trump completely obliterated the Iranian nuclear facility in the summer. In 8 months, they're back to just being a couple weeks away from uranium enrichment and a bomb? You telling me that Iran could rebuild their nuclear facility and enrich uranium faster than the Americans could build a fucking house here in America? Y'all telling me that y'all really believe that shit? Our American builders can't even build a single family home in that amount of time without it failing inspection left and right. But somehow Iran could build up a whole nuclear facility and enrich their uranium in that amount of time. The only people who fall for that kind of dumbass logic are Trump supporters. The only people who routinely fall for the dumbest shit imaginable are Trump supporters. Do not tell me this ain't what you voted for, because this is exactly what you fucking voted for. I, I, I'm so pissed right now, guys. Like, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, I don't even know what to say. And this shit just started. This ain't gonna be ending no time soon. As again, we are already ready, guys. We gonna be here for a minute. We're gonna be here for a minute. This ain't just some quick military strikes, quick military engagement. This ain't no special military operation. This is a full-fledged war that we got that we're into again, that MAGA hatters are responsible for. All you Trump supporters, this is on y'all. Those dead children right now, that's on y'all. All you guys claiming to be Christian and all this stuff, and yet you cheerlead all this fucking bloodshed. You all deserve to burn in hell if that's a real place. Do not think for a second the shit you believe in is going to get you into the kingdom of heaven. When God asks you, what did you do to protect God's children? Guess what your answer is going to be? Nothing. I didn't do shit to protect God's children. If anything, I ensured more bloodshed of God's children. Sorry, Harold or George, because we out the military. I'm so glad you're in my comment section now. This is on you. Do not come with me talking about maybe they had more than just the nuclear facility that Trump destroyed. If they did, your leadership doesn't have a poker face, George. They always brag about everything they do, George. So you think if they had another nuclear facility, we wouldn't have hurried up and tried to bomb that shit too? Like, stop it, man. You come up here, bro, every day, every time I post something, bro, you come up here bootlicking the heaviest. Bootlicking the heaviest, George. I love you to death, bro. We deployed together. You were my master sergeant, bro. But honestly, I don't give a fuck anymore. Because your dumbass, as long as with the rest of the country's dumbass, you're the reason we're in this shit show. Because all you got is excuses. Seriously, maybe Iran have other facilities. And so fucking what? They are not a threat to our country. They don't have ballistic missiles that can even reach mainland America, never mind a missile. And by the way, George, by the way, all you MAGA hatters, this is a prime example of why countries pursue nukes in the first place, because it's the only leverage they got to not have countries like us trying to fucking invade them all the time. Trying to play bully ball all the time. But hey, we determine who gets to have nukes or not, despite the fact that we're the only country who dropped 2 atomic bombs. Regardless, and if you think that's a good thing or not. Regardless if you think we were justified or not. At the end of the day, we're the only countries that actually dropped them. And now here we are trying to tell a country what they can and can't do. And by the way, let me remind you guys again, we already solved that problem in 2015. Obama solved that problem in 2015 with the Iranian nuclear agreement. Even our damn enemy like Russia signed off on that agreement, which Iran was complying. They were in compliance, but none of that shit matters because under Trump, no one could take America at our word. Think about that, guys. You just can't, nobody around the world can trust shit we got to say about shit. You can't trust any agreements we sign, any deals we sign. You can't trust any of the rhetoric coming out. It's just bullshit. Jason, you so right. My boy Jason, pedophile distraction war. Of course, George the pedo simp is here with his Donnie. Bro, clear now that Epstein's a Mossad agent. It's clear now that he was under the Israeli thumb. How can you not call it a pedo war at this point? At this point, it seems to be every single thing, every single action that Trump is taking is to run interference from that conversation. And guys, I'm really angry because I'm just, I always knew there was a lot of like, propaganda and a lot of shit we say about our country and everything. But man, just the last year or so, man, just the disappointment and a lot of the reality setting in about what my fellow Americans are and aren't, what this country is and isn't, what we actually support and don't support, man, it's just been like a huge disappointment. Um, and let's be clear, guys, this is a perfect time for Trump to declare some state of emergency, uh, the war times, try to have some wartime powers and try to play some games with the elections, which of course, MAGA's gonna be like, yeah, he might have a point. Election integrity matters the most, even though you already need ID to even register to vote and to vote. But hey, that's a big problem anyway. All these damn distractions, man. And for what? America, our country currently has to operate off protecting the worst of the worst on this planet. In order for our country to function, we have to actively protect pedophiles, sex trafficking minors. We have to protect the worst of the worst because we need that intelligence. All that crap. And now this is what that looks like. Our country, our constitution, the hardware, the motherboard, if you will, it's fine. But the software, that shit needs to be dismantled and rebuilt. Because, guys, the way our country currently operates, it's unsustainable. And not only is it unsustainable, right now we're the villains. We're the bad guys. I want y'all to understand there's not any aspect of this conflict that you can look at us and be like, yeah, we're on the right side of history. We are the villains. And the reality is, based on all the crap we've been involved with, we deserve a lot of the consequences that potentially is going to come our way. I hate to say it, but it's the truth, man. Because sometimes one of the things, it seems like Americans, We got to learn our lessons the hard way. And like I said earlier, even then, that don't even teach us half the time. But that's what has to happen. There's got to be some sort. Our allies got to cut us off, sanction us, do something. Because right now, let's be clear: if you're a grown ass man and you got the ability to gut check yourself, you have to admit that our country, our government is out of control. We got way too much bullshit going on. From trade to military engagement to domestic issues like DHS and ICE, all the nonstop geopolitical bullshit we're a part of, guys, we got major structural problems going on in our country. And yes, man, you MAGA hatters have made it worse. Our country, under your leadership, under your direction, has never been more dysfunctional than it is today. I blame every last person who votes and defends and excuses Trump. This is on you. Let me go ahead and log off, man. Let me go ahead and end this stream because I'm just pissed off right now, guys. I need all of y'all to really you MAGA hatters. Like honestly, I don't have any hope for you guys. But if you can, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you really supporting? What are you doing here? Is this really the kind of country you want to live in, where we're the villains, we're the bad guys? This whole period, this whole timeline, history got, oh my God, we deserve to be roasted, dragged up and down the history books, guys. So just ask yourself, man, all this shit, the global trade war, we're losing. All the people we bombed unprovoked. The current war we're in. MAGA, was all of this worth it? This is Tyrus the Warlock, man. Signing out.